Hello and welcome to Throwdown Thursdays. My name is David and today I'm joined by my good friend and fellow teammate Ashley.
Hello.
And today we are playing Zooloretto. As always, if you would like to learn how to play the game, please watch Natalie's video in the top right hand corner or in the link description. She explains the game a lot better than I do. So Ashley, before we start, do you have a favourite animal out of all of these?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably the lion.
Just because of the male's got the mane and everything?
No, just because I like the Lion King. Great film, great film.
So we're playing a 4-player game, so we're playing with one less animal, which I think is the monkey in this instance. What's kind of the first thing you're looking at when the first turn comes around? I mean, obviously nothing's out. Everyone starts together, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of have to see what tiles fall out, as it is with most tile placement games. But what's like the key things you're trying to look out for?
I think the males and the females, the ones that can like reproduce the babies to give you that extra token, I think they're probably the best tokens to look out for, especially early game. I mean, I got lucky there. I think I've got...
Yeah, you've got, I think it's female, male, elephant, and you've got the kangaroo as well.
So yeah, I've got a nice broad like choice now of like what route I want to take with the babies and stuff. So. And
when placing your animals in the enclosure, what's I think I made a little bit of a misplay there on my part. Oh no, wait, no, that's not here. I was thinking of a different move. Yeah, so like when you get the animals, what kind of enclosures are you looking to fill the most? The top two because they're smaller, or?
I think definitely the bottom one, because you get 10 points for finishing the big one, don't you? So
yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's nice to definitely try and finish that. Obviously, if you're struggling to get it finished, and you can always move animals around.
Yeah, of course.
By using your coins, so if the worst comes to worst, you can always do that.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, overstepping the amount of animals that you have as well can obviously be quite daunting for you, because you've got -2 points at the moment, technically, because you've got the monkey in your barn. Sometimes do you just take the monkeys, take the extra animals in hopes that people will buy them off of you?
Oh, definitely. Especially like the male and the female tokens. Like, if you can get them into your barn and people need them, then you know you're going to get some coins at some point. But if people ain't going to buy them, you can always save them for when you expand your enclosure. Then you can put them into your new part of the farm. So
yeah, exactly. Or sometimes it works out that, you're not gaining that many. For example, you've got one elephant. You might not gain any more elephants, and you might gain more lions, which you have in your barn at the moment, or zebras, and you might want to swap them over. That might be something that to consider whilst playing.
Yeah.
So at the moment, you've got -4 points. Yeah. And the kiosks are obviously quite important, at the beginning of the game if you want to keep a lot of points, but they're not really something you have to aim for, are they?
No, definitely not. No, they're not something you aim for during the game. For me, I think they're late game, because if you can get an extra 8 points, if you've got all your enclosures full, then that's really nice. But yeah, I suppose if you're struggling to fill in it like an enclosure, then getting the kiosk in there gives you the extra points as well. So
yeah, exactly. So if you've got a kiosk now, for example, you'd stick it where your elephant is, although it's the smallest one, and you'd think that more chance of you being able to complete it. It will give you that extra 1 point. James at the moment is also collecting elephants. I don't think anyone else is. Monkeys, I've got one in my barn at the moment, and no one else is collecting monkeys. So it's kind of a good thing that you've gone into. Put the monkeys into the bigger enclosure, because that means there's less chance or more chance that you're going to gain more of them. The money actions are really, I think it's quite unique. It's sometimes good to make a small money action, even if it's just like moving a tile around, just so you can skip adding a lorry token onto the lorry, which just obviously isn't. Sometimes it's not nice to add, because you play that high risk thing. You go into the bag, you pull a lion, and you think, I don't want a lion. I'll just stick it onto this lorry. You stick it onto another lorry, and before you know it, you've got like 3 lorries in front of you that are fully full, and you're like, I don't want any of these animals. You just don't know when to quit sometimes.
Yeah, that's it.
And sometimes, I think earlier on, you took a lorry with just one. I think it was the male or female kangaroo that allowed you to get an offspring. It just had 1 token on it, and that's all you needed sometimes. So you think the ones that can give you the offspring, the male and the female, that's definitely like a key factor to the game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It does help. It helps you like fill up the enclosure quickly as well.
So you've already filled up your kangaroo one, which is perfect. You're only 1 away from the 10. The only downfall with the 10 is that it doesn't give you a coin when you fully complete it, but it's worth 10 points.
Yeah.
Which is quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
So your steam rocket in front at the moment. We're on the 7th round. It doesn't take too long before you start, completing your kiosks. We've only played this game a few times, but how often do you try and push for the extra enclosure?
Yeah, I think you need to push for that extra enclosure. It's the extra points. If everyone else is starting to fill up their farms and you're the only one not with the expansion, then you're going to fall behind a lot. Yeah. So you do want to, if you can get it early and start focusing on it early, then it's great plays. Yeah, if you don't, then you're going to struggle. You can see Natalie hasn't expanded hers yet,
and she's already got her other 3 enclosures are getting quite full now, and she's got -4 points in there because she's got 4 different species, including that kangaroo as well. So it's unfortunate. I've got -4. James has negative. Well, you've got -4 also, but you've got 2 lions, so you could even swap your camel out as well.
Yeah, that's it. You just misplayed as well, I just noticed.
What was that?
You put your lion in the expansion and you already got a lion.
I don't know what I was doing there. I should have obviously put that into the main one, but I have no idea what I was thinking about. Even the zebras. I've got 2 enclosures with 2 zebras at the moment. And I think someone else had zebras at the beginning. I think Natalie took a zebra and put it into a barn. So I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest.
You've literally got all the zebras.
Exactly. I've been getting a lot of coins, though, but that obviously was counterproductive because I'm going to start using them to shift everything around.
Yeah.
So when you're obviously taking your lorries, you want to try and focus on not making that mistake where you have to make loads of movements. You want to make everything correct the first time. Like your elephants, your kangaroos, your monkeys have all stayed in that enclosure. Whilst I've noticed me and James have actually swapped over some of our animals.
Yeah.
I think you made a little swap at the top. You moved your camel from the enclosure at the side there, moved it into your barn and swapped it with your 2 lions.
Yeah.
And you've just gained another one. And you've got a nice kiosk there. Like you said, your kiosks came quite late. So we're entering, I think this is the 10th round we're about to enter in once Natalie finishes up her move. There aren't many rounds left, to be fair, and sometimes when you're playing you have to keep an eye out on what's in the bag, because that's when you have to start wrapping up your turns.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you want to start thinking, am I going to get I've got 2 lions left, but am I going to get these extra lions? So
yeah, it's going to be rare.
Do you want to push for it, or do you want to just get out now? But
yeah, exactly.
You might get more negative points. There might be a train or a truck with a camel. I don't know, not a camel, a panda.
Yeah, a panda. I think, or even
another monkey.
Even a monkey or an elephant.
Yeah,
that will give you negative.
Yeah.
Oh, a panda right there, and that's what you've got. Look, so you've got a panda. So you're going to carry on going.
Yeah, I'm just going to try for this lion. So
I've got
a kiosk, which is nice. And I just got the lion.
And I think you actually got a female lion, which actually gives you a baby as well. You did get a panda, but it managed to fill up that enclosure, which I think gives you 9 points.
It does. When you fill that one up, it's 9.
Yeah. So that was beneficial for you, really. At the moment, at that point in time, it was just giving you 3 points. And then you made it up to 6 because you managed to fill it up. But you get an extra -2 points for the panda. It was unfortunate that you couldn't clear him because it's -8 points. You would have ended up on 38 points, which is almost double some of us, really.
Yeah.
But you done really, really well. I'm the only one who didn't have anything in his enclosure. But look how empty it is. Hardly anything. I scored measly points for 3 of my enclosures and only managed to finish 1. But like you said, with Natalie, she didn't go for the enclosure, the extra enclosure, and she nearly filled up all the rest of them. I think you got a perfect score. Well, not a perfect score, but you filled up everything, didn't you?
Yeah, close. Maybe like a little misplay from myself there. I still had 1 coin, and if I was the only one going in on the trucks, maybe I could have used one of them coins to discard. Is that right? Is it 1 coin discard?
I think it's 2.
Oh, is it 2?
Yeah, it's 2. Yeah, but even still, to be fair, I think you made the perfect play.
Yeah,
in all honesty.
Well, I got lucky, didn't I? It was just one of them. I think I had to go for it, and I went for it, and it pulled off.
Yeah, it's one of those high risk, high reward things. You go for it, and it could have been, another monkey.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't have got that extra line. You would have got negative points. Who knows? Maybe it would have given you less points, and I could have possibly won.
Yeah,
but it's just one of those things.
Yeah, you probably would have, because I'd have had -10.
Oh yeah,
and I wouldn't have filled up the enclosure.
Yeah, who knows? You could have even come last.
I could have come last. So yeah, it was really lucky, really.
Extremely lucky.
Yeah.
But it's a fun little game. It doesn't take too long to play. It's bright and vibrant, and it's quite nice tile placement game. In comparison to something like Lanterns, where you're helping everybody else all the time, every time you play something.
Yeah.
Placing tokens on the lorries can help your opponent, but sometimes it's good to lure them out.
Yeah,
give them something that will kick them out the round, so you have a couple of empty lorries, so you can be the last person in, just filter through and see what you can get.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's a good game, and I definitely recommend it.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable.
Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye.